Yeah, type it in the chat. If you can hear me loud and clear, let me know. If you can hear me loud and clear, please put it in the chat so that I know that you can hear me loud and clear. Or you can just give a thumbs up. Give a thumbs up if you can hear me loud and clear. Okay, thank you very much, Deborah. Means I'm loud and clear. All right, so we're going to learn something very exciting. Not just learn, we're going to actually build something exciting together later in the session tonight. So, and if you've been looking at tech, getting into tech, and you've tried getting into tech before, you've actually not been able to get into tech, this is the session for you. Now, even if you're a tech professional, you've been a tech professional, we are now zeroing in on AI and showing you the capabilities of what AI can really do. So we'll be diving into that into this session. But first things first, I want to get to meet everyone right here in this session. So first off, my name is Mohammed Suleiman. I'm one of the AI experts in here at Analytics Business. Two things that I want to know from you is first, what industry are you from? So are you from education? Are you from finance? Are you self-employed? Are you a student? What sector do you currently, or are you currently in engineering? So let me know, type it in the chat. Okay, and then I also want to know where you are joining us from. Okay, so engineering. So I'll type something like this. So for example, type something like engineering Lagos. Okay, so type something like that. Send it to the chat. Let me know what sector you're from and where you are joining us from. Okay, Peace is from the education sector, joining in from Ibadan. You're welcome, Peace. Okay. You're welcome. So who else? So you can drop it in the chat. Let us get to meet you. You may also want to send the link of this session to any loved one that you think would need this. Maybe your colleague, your sibling, your friend. Send them this link. Let them join because we are actually going to build something together. We'll build a game. Okay, we beat a game together. All right. So I want you to experience it and to also build yours. All right. I want you to build yours, probably post it on LinkedIn. I would love to see it at the end of the day and see how it works. And we can get to celebrate you. I'm Dikais from Healthcare, Port Harcourt. Fantastic. Good to meet you here. Ajik Dogo is from the education sector from Jos. Fantastic. So, good to have each and every one of you here tonight. Okay, I'm super excited to be meeting you. So I'll go on and share my screen and then we can get this session started. We have a lot to cover. So apart from the game we'll be building together tonight with AI, we still have a lot of things to cover. So we'll cover some of the career options in AI specifically that you can get into, and then exactly how to get yourself started. I'm ready when you are, but I need to know you're ready. So if you're ready, we're currently 14 on the call, and I'm expecting way more people to join us. So, but for now, I want 14 readies in the chat. If not, you will not build the game. Okay? You won't build the game. I'll go home, you go home, everybody will go and sleep. You won't get to learn how to build a game. You see all these games you play on your phone. Where does it even start from? How does it start? You're going to learn that tonight. Okay? We're going to build. And more importantly, how to position yourself in the AI economy. Okay? In the AI economy. I am ready. Okay? Only two people are ready. Only two people are ready. Is that the case? Only two people are ready. Is that the case though? Only two people. Okay, that's more like it. So Moses said I'm ready. User says ready. Fantastic. So I'll share my screen and let's get the ball rolling. Okay, let's get the ball rolling. Okay. So once you can see my screen, aha, I can see more. I am ready. That's good. That's good. That's more like it. So once you see my screen, you type crystal clear. Okay, type crystal clear. So I know you can actually see my screen. Okay, so I know you can actually see my screen. Type crystal clear in the chat. Type crystal clear in the chat. So I know I just need one or two crystal clears, and I know we are ready to fire on all cylinders. Fantastic. So it's all good. We can get started. Thank you very much, RJ. So people who don't know how to build games or apps are building apps now like it's water. So how were they able to achieve that? Okay, and the beautiful thing is that they use AI without writing code. So if you're like me and you don't like writing codes, you are in the right session tonight. So, but first things first, okay? We have to do some introductions. Some majority of us here are meeting Tenalytics business in a session like this for the very first time. So who are we here at Tenalytics business? So um as far as Tenalytics business is concerned, we've been in existence for the past half a decade. And what we are positioned to do is to help businesses and individuals like yourselves to skill up in AI. We are in 2026, and AI has become the talk of the town. And that is not a coincidence. Okay, and it does not mean that AI is brand new. AI is not new at all. Okay, but a very crucial barrier has been crossed, and that was the only barrier that needed to be crossed for AI to move at super speed. What is that barrier? The barrier is coding. Coding. AI solutions today can now be built without writing one single line of code. You can build an AI career without writing one single line of code. Okay? Um, and that has allowed so many people to get into the space. Okay? And all you need is a very good idea. And the next thing, you are in the market. So we make that a possibility by giving you a structured approach, a practical approach to learning, so that you are able to experience some of the best facilitators that you can find out there. And by so doing, whether you're a business or an individual, you can benefit. Okay. Now, a little bit about myself. My name is Mohammed Suleiman, and my experience spans across data analytics, data science, and AI. I'm pushing close on a decade when it comes to the experience, and I've worked with Alfa Romeo USA. Now, I did that. First off, Alfa Romeo is one of Italy's largest luxury car brand. They used to be a sister organization with Ferrari up until about 2016, when Ferrari became a standalone organization themselves. And in that experience, I did it remotely. I worked with them remotely from Lagos, Nigeria. So if you are here tonight and remote opportunities is something that you're considering, then you are welcome. You are welcome. You are in the right session. So I've also been a LinkedIn top voice. I've helped well over 3,000 Africans transition into the tech space. And guess what? You can get my slides. So my slides are ginormous. Okay, I think I have close on 100 pages here. But don't worry, it's not everything I'll be showing you. Okay, All right, but you can get my slides and, to get it alongside the recording of this session, fill out the attendance form. The link has been posted by Blessing, one of my colleagues, in the chat box. So click on the link, fill out the form, it's straightforward. In less than a minute, you're done, and then type done in the chat. Once you do that, you get access to you get access to the recording of this session and my slides. My slides are packed. Okay, my slides are well packed. So you learn how to build your first AI solution today. Okay, you build an app, you build something, you build a game today. Okay, so coincidentally, Blessing is asking Blessing to send the um, attendance form again. So Blessing, please respond to Blessing by blessing with the attendance form. Okay, so all right, so that's on the side. Now you build something alongside myself tonight, and then we'll talk about how you can position yourself for opportunities afterwards. Okay, now we are in 2026. Okay, we are in 2026, and 2026 is moving very fast. I blinked the other time and I noticed that January is gone. We are now in February. Okay, guess what? February has just 4 weeks and one of it is gone today. So time is moving very fast. Okay, and is waiting for nobody. So you have to act according to real information, not speculation. 2026, what the job market is rewarding is leverage, not necessarily effort. So somebody, I'm not sure who that is. I think Ma what? Who was that? I think that's Matilda, if I'm correct. You are inscribing on my screen. So please, if you can stop inscribing on my screen, I will be very, very appreciative of you. Thank you very much as you comply. All right. So again, the attendance form is now in the chat. Blessing with the form, and Blessing has um filled the form if I'm correct. So um that's very good. Okay, so like I was saying, in 2026, it's not about effort anymore. It's about leverage. And one of the biggest leverages that you have is AI. So let's put that into perspective by looking at these articles. Now, November 14th, 2025. That's barely, but barely 3 months, just over 2 months ago, right? Mark Zuckerberg, the founder of Facebook, okay, now Meta, said that if you are one of his employees, okay, you will be required to upskill in AI because your performance is going to be assessed starting 2026 by your AI impact. Okay? By your AI impact. Meta will assess employee performance by AI-driven impact starting 2026. Okay? So that's Mark Zuckerberg. Okay? Which and so many other startups are following suit. Now, before you get hired, employers will want to know what your AI skills are. Okay? They would want to know what AI skills do you know how to use. And because they've seen that AI translates proportionally to value. So that's why they are very, very inquisitive about that these days. Okay, so and what is simply telling his performer is employees is that it's either you learn AI or you walk out the door. So it's your choice. Now, Times of India is talking about McKinsey's stand on this AI will kill jobs argument. And McKinsey, one of the largest management consulting firms, across the globe is saying that AI is reshaping our jobs, okay, but it's not actually replacing people. So it's only redefining how we get to do our work. All right. So if you're among those who think AI will replace you, well, one way AI is gonna replace some professionals, but it would not replace professionals by itself. It's going to use another person who knows how to use it to replace itself. Okay, to replace them rather. So for Abdullah, if you've registered, there are two ways. If you've registered and you've not gotten the emails, there are two things you need to do. First one is Blessings reply to you. Okay, check your email spam folder or promotions section. Okay. Second thing that you can do is go to any of the WhatsApp communities. Yes, I know you can't send a message there, but check for any of the admin. Okay, the same way you check for group admins. Check and text any of the admins, and you should be good. Bottom line is you first must have filled the form. Anyways, okay? I hope that helps. Now, it's not only Mark Zuckerberg and it's not just Mark Zuckerberg and Times of India talking about this ordeal. You also have Fortune 500 saying that if you want to get a promotion at your current workplace, the best way to do that right now is by upskilling and showing value in AI. Okay, this particular article was published 10 a.m. Eastern Time, November 26th, 2026. And this was towards the end of the year last year. And there are more. Gartner is saying that AI won't kill jobs, but will reshape 32 million jobs a year. I didn't say so, Gartner said so. Okay, when was this published? November 12th, 2025. And I've attached the link to all of these articles. So it's not a case of, oh, this is just a screenshot. You can actually, if you get the slide, you can actually click. I've inserted all the links here. So you can actually click on them and read the full report yourself. You also have HR Drive saying nearly 4 in 10 companies will replace workers with AI by 2026. That's what the survey shows. When was this published? September 22nd, 2025. So at the beginning of 2025, there was a trend. But towards the end of 2025, a lot of things changed. Okay? A lot of things changed. If you are here, you're probably in one of if you got the link to join this session, okay? It's either you are in the community or the person who sent you the link is in the community. So user, I don't know what your name is, but you can reach out to whoever sent you the link, okay? You will get into the community. All right. Or yeah, don't worry, you can stay to the end of the session, you would get into the community. So the question now is, how fast can you do the job with AI? Not can you actually do the job? Okay, not can you do the job. Now, the key steps for you to landing a job in AI. Okay, number one, relevant workshops. Attend relevant workshops where you get to learn practical stuff. Guess what? This is the point where I'm going to clap for every single person, okay? Every single person in on this call. You've successfully taken, maybe not yet completed, but the fact that you're here, you fill the attendance form, and you're going to stay long enough for us to build the solution, the AI solution we talked about, the AI game. We're going to build a game, an actual functional game tonight with AI. Then you are you are you have completed this first step. Peace. You can do two things. Number one, check your promotions folder in your email or your spam folder in your email. Or you reach out to any of the admins in any of the communities that you are in. Okay? Check for any of the admins, send them a DM and you will be sorted out. Peace. Okay. Any of those two things one of those two things at least should solve your problem. Okay. Now, number two is showcase projects. Now, what you build tonight today, I would want you to post it on LinkedIn because we are not here to just come and talk about what to do. We're actually supposed to do it. Okay, so the first one, which is gaining practical experience, we're gonna complete that tonight, and that you are here has put you ahead of um so many other people that aren't here. Okay, then you showcase the project. Number three is then you gain work history. Now you may be wondering, how will I gain work history if to even get a job in the first place, I need I need experience. Well, that's why Tenalytics business exists. Okay. Um, that's why Tenalytics business exists. So, Blessing, I gave you two options. Have you done the two things? Have you done those two things? Have you completed the second one? Like I said, if the first one does not work, the second one would work. Have you sent a DM to one of the admins in the community? If you complete that, your issue should be solved. But bottom line is your name must be in the form to even start with. So if you fill the form, the second option is check your email, and this is for people who have joined our sessions before. We're not talking about tonight's session. This is a live session, okay? So if you're hoping for the recording of this session, it is, you're going to receive it on Monday, okay? Latest. You receive it on Monday via email. So do well to fill out the attendance form if you haven't already. You get a recording of this session and my slides to complement it. Okay, so I hope um I hope um we all got that. So I'm just gonna sound it out one more time, just so we are clear. Okay, if you had filled this form previously, okay, and you have not gotten the recording, it's either you reach out to the admin in any of the communities that you are in, and you should get it. Okay, so if this is my first one, will I get the previous session in my? So I'll take questions after the session, okay? We have something to build. I think we should focus on filling out the attendance form now. At least your name should even be there to start with. All these other ones are solvable problems. If your name is not there to start with, then we don't even have any conversation. Okay? So, or some people could type their emails wrongly. So these are issues that we face every now and then. All right. So let's focus on building, okay? So now, the final thing is continuous learning. Learning never really stops. So even after tonight's session, learning is still on. You still need to learn more, okay? You still need to continue learning, continue building, and that is what gives results. Now, this is Vendor Hub, okay? An app that I built without writing any code. And what it does is it lets users build build their online store without writing any code. They just need to fill a form. You to ask for your business, you to ask for your backdrop. If you have a banner, it will ask for your business logo, it will ask for your product, you upload a picture of your product, you set a price, you can select the currencies and all of that. Okay. And we can test it out. Let me show you how it works first. Okay, let me show you how it works. Okay, let me show you how it works. All right. Okay, so this is store builder. Okay, this is store builder. So let's test it out together. Okay, let us test it out together. So you can build your online store in 6 simple steps. No coding required. Beautiful mobile ready storefront with integrated payments. Start selling today. So instead of just relying on only Instagram, you want to take your business to the next level. Okay, or you want to, look more professional when you're in front of your customers, you can come here and just click on start building free. Okay. So somebody is writing on my screen again. So and you saw the animation. Like I said, I built this without writing any code at all. Okay, ever slash x on something. Please stop writing on my screen. Thank you really, really very much. As you comply. Okay, so ever, then can you kindly uh stop annotating on my screen? All right. So, like I said, you can. So let's just quickly do a demo. Okay, let's do a demo. I'm just gonna enter here. I hope I can remember the. I hope I can remember the password correctly. Hopefully, it's correct. All right, thankfully, I got it in the first try. So I had built one store already. This is a store that I had built using it. But let me show you how to create another store. So I'll click on create store and I just need to fill out my business name. So I can fill out my business name. So let me use dev2. Dev2 phones, gadgets, okay? Description, we sell the best gadgets. Okay. So I'm just showing you how it works. Okay. That you can build an app or a website without having to write code. Okay, it's amazing. So I enter in my email, enter in my phone number, and I can enter in my social media links. Okay, this is optional. Okay, I can paste my social media links, my social media handles, so that people can visit it on my storefront. So, okay, from my storefront, I'll click on next, and then I can add product. Okay, so you can see no product yet, no product yet. Add your first product above. Click on add product, and you can see how intuitive it is. Okay, I'll upload the picture of the product. So let's start with this. That's a phone stand. So I'm gonna start phone stand here, phone stand. If I have a description, I can do that. I can set the amount, I would say 10,000 naira. Okay. Then category, I'll pick a category for it. Okay, I'll pick a category for it. Let's pick a category. Uh, let me let me zoom in. Let's zoom in. Okay, so that is one product in here. All right, that is one product in here already. So next, I can add another one. Okay, click to upload. Okay, so I think I skipped that. So let me go back. Let me go back one step. Can I go back? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. So let me go back. Okay, I need to add more products. So add more products. This is a wireless phone stand, right? This is a wireless phone stand. Okay, that's a wireless phone stand. So say phone wireless charging phone stand. Okay, wireless charging phone stand. All right. I'll set the price. How much are we selling it for? Let's sell it for 15. Let's sell it for 15,000. Okay. Let's sell it for 15,000. Let's add products. Let's add the products. Okay, add products, and we are good to go. Okay, so I had not added any categories. So let's add. Let's say phone accessories. Okay, phone accessories. Let's add another one. Let's say um power banks. So all power banks are in one category. Then let's add, what can we add again? Let's add chargers. Okay, chargers. All right, so if you have a charger, okay, anything chargers will be there. So we have three different categories. Okay, so it means I can come back, edit this one, and select those categories. Okay, phone accessories, update products. So that's updated. And then I can update this one as well. This is what also phone accessories. Okay, to tell them under phone accessories. Let's add two more. Let's quickly add two more products. Sorry, let me go back. Let's add two more products. Okay, two more products. So this is power bank. This is a power bank. Okay, this is a power bank, mini power bank, mini power bank. That goes for 12,000. Okay, I put it in power bank category. Okay, add one more. Let's add one more. And so we're still adding products. So let's add phone sanitizer. Okay, phone sanitizer. Has anybody here ever seen a phone sanitizer before? Or anybody here who has a phone sanitizer? If you've not filled out the attendance form, this is a unique opportunity for you to fill it out. Okay, the attendance link is in the chat. So just click on the link and fill it out. So phone sanitizer, 160,000 naira. Okay, 160,000 naira. Is it phone accessory now? Um, I mean, where should we put it in? So let's put it under, it can charge the phone too. I don't know. Let's say phone accessory, shall add product. Okay, so I have four products. I'm going to wait. I could add more. Okay, I could add as many as I want, but I'll click on next. Now, I would add my backdrop. So what is the banner I want to show on my storefront? So that is the banner. I would add the banner. So I've uploaded the banner. I can also upload a logo. Okay, I can also upload a logo. Do I have a logo? Do I have a logo? Do I have a logo? Let's see. Um, do I have a logo? Do I have a logo? So let's just check if there's some. Let me just use this one. Okay. Let me just use that logo. All right. So now that I have that, I can choose color. Okay. Primary color. I can choose color. I can say I want to choose green. Okay. A kind of very bright green, and um let's say something towards the red side. Okay, something towards the red side of things. Okay, let's say something like this. So this green, let's make it more vibrant. Okay, let's make it more vibrant. All right, let's make it more vibrant, something like that. Okay, something like this. So, and I'll click on next. So I've selected my theme colors. Then I can select currency, okay, Naira, and we move on to my WhatsApp line, okay, especially if I don't have a Paystack link. So if you want people to pay online, you can add a Paystack link. And if it's your WhatsApp line, then contact to order is what they will see when they want to buy. So I click on this and I can see the preview. This is how my storefront looks like. This is how my storefront is looking like. You can see the backdrop, the logo, the product. Okay, you can see the product and we're good to go. So this is how it's going to look like on mobile. Okay, so on the phone, this is how it's going to look like. Then on the desktop, this is how it is going to look like. So, and you can see the experience people are going to have. So what I'll do is I'll then click on go live, go live. Once I click on go live, then I have my store. You can see this is the second store that I have built. So if I can click here, that's the link to the actual store. So people can actually visit the store and test it out. They can order, not test it out. They can proceed to making an order. Okay, so they can proceed to placing an order, as you can see. So they can proceed to placing an order. So I can click on this product, contact to order, and I am good to go. So that is it. Now, but what we want to really achieve is we want to build a game, right? We want to build a game. So how, if you want to build something like that, how do you even start? How do you even start? Don't type your name in the chat box, okay? click on the attendance form and fill it out. Else, you won't get to build yours. So that's just the thing. Okay? You won't get to build yours. Okay? And if at all anything, you can send us a DM. Just send any of the admin a DM, okay? Especially if you filled out the attendance form. Okay, like I said, do not type your name in the chat. I'm not going to copy your name and paste it anywhere, okay? Fill out the attendance form. All right. So if you want to build something, the first place you go is ChatGPT. Why are you going to ChatGPT? We're going to ChatGPT because we need something called a PRD. For any app or any game you are building, you need a PRD. And I'm sure you want to ask me, oh, Mohammed, what is a PRD, right? Isn't that your question? Did I predict your question? Did I predict your question correctly? What is a PRD, right? Or you already, I may be wrong. You guys may already know what the PRD is. You don't need me to explain. All right. But for the sake of those who are new to this, because I know some of us are new, PRD means product requirement document. Okay. Product requirement document. It details everything that an app or should contain. So I'm going to tell ChatGPT, create me a mini PRD for a game I want to build using Lovable. It is a two-player paddle slider game. Okay, where both players one tries to beat or one tries to get the ball past the second player's slider. Okay, okay. A goal is scored. A goal is scored when the ball gets past any of the slider. Okay, when a ball gets past the slider. All right, the slider. Okay, make the slider controllable using um a hold gesture. Using a hold gesture on my mouse. Okay, using a hold gesture on my mouse. Okay, also give the option to play against a computer. Okay, to play against a computer. So there are so many things that I can specify. Okay, but I'm just going to keep it at this. Now, if there's anybody following me, I'll just copy this prompt and paste in the chat box. But it's also going to be part of the resources that will be sent to you. It will be part of the recording. So if you're not following me right now, you can as well just fill out the attendance form. You get every single thing that I'm using currently, my slides, the recording, everything to replicate the same thing. I'm just going to send it to ChatGPT, and what I want comes out on the other end of what I want comes out on the other end of ChatGPT. So yeah. So mini PRD, two-player paddle slider game, a product overview, a fast-paced two-player paddle slider game where because I did not mention something. I didn't mention something, okay? Let me mention something. Let me edit it. Ensure the game physics, the game physics, okay, is accurate. Okay, ball and slider movements. Okay, ball and slider movement. So I'll resend it. So it's factors that into the mini PRD so that my game is good. Okay, so it has created the um mini PRD, or it sees creating the mini PRD. Okay, it is um creating the mini PRD for me. Okay, so output out of scope. I don't need the out of scope. Omololade, you're writing on my screen, please. Let's try not to write on my screen so that we don't distract others. So I'll just copy from non-functional requirements up to the top. Okay, up to the top. So copy. Okay, copy. So I've copied it. Now, all I'll do is I'll go to Lovable. Okay, this is Lovable. Besides, if you are new to Lovable, just search Lovable. Just search Lovable. Okay, just search Lovable online, and it's going to bring you here. Okay, and if you are new, just click on Create Account. But if you already have an account, you can either log in or just click on this. It is easy to create an account. So I will not bore you here with creating an account. It's easy. It's like creating a Facebook account. Okay, once you're done, all right, you're going to come to this page where it's going to literally ask you that ask Lovable to create a landing page. So let's build something. Okay, so this is the AI. Lovable is an AI that helps you build. So I'm just going to paste up the whole PRD there, send it, and wait. I'm just going to wait. Okay, and Lovable starts coding. Lovable starts coding. So this is where you this is the game, this is a game changer. Before, you can't even do anything without coding. But now, there are so many AI. Lovable is not the only platform. I can use Base 44 as well. So if you don't want to use Lovable, you can use Base 44. Build an app for the big game, 50K in price. Okay, let's build an app. All right. So I pasted the same what's it called? I pasted the same PRD there, okay, and I send it. All right, so I've sent it. Okay, so Lovable is building, Base 44 is also building. Okay, Lovable is building, Base 44 is also building. Maybe we can even compare the two results together after this. So you can see that's the PRD. What did Lovable say? Thought for 22 seconds. I'll build Paddle Duel, a sleek neon arcade style two-player paddle game with a smooth physics and satisfying gameplay. Design direction. There's the first version. Game canvas, mouse drag paddle control, two-player local computer mode, versus computer mode, score tracking with win conditions, start screen, visual. Even if I didn't mention a start screen, it knows that this is a requirement for a game like this, and it has added it. So, and that's a big ups to AI. Okay, so as you can see, it is building. Let me set up the design systems and build the game. So it is currently coding game canvas.tsx. So I don't have any idea what that is, but what I know is that it is coding, polishing your paddle game visuals. So it's building the visuals, building where it's implementing your paddle game logic now. So once it's done building, you can see implementing neon paddle physics now. So it's telling you what it knows that you may not have the idea what it's doing. So it's telling you what it is live creating neon paddle game visuals. Okay, it's going to do everything that is required of it, and then it will put a preview here where I can actually test the game and even go on to publish it. I can publish it, I can take it to GitHub, and from there make it an actual game that people can download and play. Okay, I don't need to even come in contact with the code itself myself. So it's a new way of redefining what's possible with AI. Okay, it means the barrier to get into tech has been lowered. You can see Padu Duel is ready. It uses 17 tools. Okay, Padu Padu Duel is ready. Um, two-player local mode and versus computer, easy, medium, hard AI, smooth physics with ball. Okay, so you can see it has built the game now. Okay, drag your Padu, score 5 to win. Padu X Duel, okay, or versus computer, two-player or versus computer. Okay, easy, medium, hard. So let me choose medium. Okay, so medium versus computer. So this is me playing versus computer. Okay, I'm playing versus computer. Can you see these guys? So I'm playing versus computer now. Okay, so I'm playing versus computer. As you can see, I've scored. I scored against computer. So let's start again. Okay, so first to five wins. All right, first to five wins. And you can see the physics is not that bad. All right, can we all see my screen, guys? Can you see my screen? Okay, so it's interesting what's possible with AI these days. Okay, AI has become very smart. It can now build, oh, I missed it. So computer scored me. Okay, so guys, I want you to build your own, okay, and test it out. Okay, I scored. All right, so I think at this point, it's safe to say I'm better than the AI, right? I am better than the AI. Or who do you think is better? Guys, who do you think is better, me or the AI? Me or the AI? Who is better? Where are my supporters? Guys, where are my supporters? Okay, so, oh, I'm gonna lose this one. Okay, so I'm just gonna stop the game, I guess. So let me pause it. So the game paused. Now, to think that, and one more thing before I leave there, one more thing, I can go ahead and publish. Okay, I can sync my project to GitHub, so I take it up from GitHub, or I can just go ahead and publish so that I can send the link to you guys and you can play the game. Okay, I can send the link to you guys and you can actually play the game. So it's amazing what's actually possible right now. So the game is live, publisher. My game is live. 0 people have visited. So I can just send you this link. Let me put it in the chat. So you guys should play my game. Give me feedback. Okay. So at least this is the first version. And to think that within how many minutes? 15 minutes, I can ship a user-friendly game is wild. I don't know whether you guys know, you guys understand how amazing this is. Okay, but it just goes to show you that um AI has leveled the playing field. Okay, there is no developer that can create that game as fast as I did. So it just shows you what reality we are in right now. When it comes to AI. What did I use? Lovable and ChatGPT. Okay, Base 44 was building, right? Let's check if Base 44 gave me anything tangible. Where is Base 44? Recent deadline assistant. Okay. Did Base 44 build anything? I doubt if Base 44 caught my. Let me see if I can. I'll just paste up the mini PRD and send it. So hopefully base 44 will build its own. So, okay. So base 44 just got its own and is building. So while base 44 is building its own, okay, let's come back here. Okay, so with this, I was able to build something that is shippable. Okay, now it always looks like it's impossible to get crash or to succeed in the tech ecosystem until you actually see people who did it as well. So we have a couple of them, or a very good number, not a couple. Abigail, Toyin, Benga, Nathaniel, Abdurrashid. Nathaniel and Toyin, I prepared them ahead of their interviews, and that went very far in helping them getting their jobs. These are people who did not have prior experience of tech before getting into the tech space. Again, if you've not filled out the attendance form, this is another chance for you to fill it out. Now, we talked about something happening in 2025. Let's look at it visually, right from the World Economic Forum Future of Jobs Report 2025. Now, it's a report that comes out every 2 to 3 years. The latest one is the one from 2025. And what they do is to project into the future and see what is likely going to be the state of jobs. Now, early 2025, employers were asked, if you want to hire somebody, what are the most important skills you need from the employer, regardless of the role you are employing for? And guess what? AI fell. AI fell at the 11th position. It fell in the 11th position. AI fell in the 11th position. Okay? And in the first position, you had analytical thinking. Guess what? 2026, fast forward. AI is now number one by 87%. Okay? The next that follows it is 70%. Okay, that is a 17% gap that AI has given the second. And you can see analytical thinking is now struggling at 10th position. So because AI solutions are moving the needle, they are creating real value. So, and that's what employers want. Employers want one person that can, be as valuable as 10 more people. That's the kind of employee they want. Okay, and you can click the full, you can read the full World Economic Forum report here. I've linked it here. It's about 300 pages. And if you don't know what the World Economic Forum is, it's a gathering of very, very powerful individuals representing countries. Countries are represented by some of the strongest individuals across the globe. They're talking of some of the biggest CEOs, tech CEOs, politicians, world politicians, okay, billionaires in dollars and all of that. So you you um you can read the report in there. Now, if you are a Nigerian or an African and you're on this call, there is something you need to really know. Okay, it's a secret. I'll let you in on it. Now, you see, to get a remote job, usually um you would have to even be somewhere in North America, or even let's even say you're not in North you're not in North America. Okay, recruiters, okay, still have a pool of talents that they can hire from over there in North America abroad, but that is no longer the case. They are not limiting themselves to North America alone. All right, they are not limiting themselves to North America alone. They are now looking also towards Africa, Nigeria, to um, harvest talent from there. And they are doing it for just one reason, not because they like Africans, but because they can get to save a whole lot more in overhead costs. So a role that typically costs 80,000 US dollars to, per year, if you are residing abroad, they can pay you somewhere within the range of 20 to 40,000 US dollars per year. And if you do the mathematics, for most people right now in Nigeria or in Africa, it is you getting exposed to a gold mine. Okay, I can see some questions in the chat. Now we've moved from, I know, yeah, you're still flabbergasted about what we built, but what I'm discussing now is even more important than you building. It is one thing to build an app, it is another thing to get people to buy it. So you better listen now. and let's work on the positioning. Okay, I will answer questions later. So, that is what Africans are currently, getting exposed to. Again, if in case you this is in case you missed the World Economic Forum Future of Jobs report in the previous slide, I put the link on this page again so that you don't miss it. Okay, so that you don't miss it. Now, from that same report, employers were asked again, what technologies do you think will drive businesses between 2025 and 2030? Listen very well. AI ranked first, 86%. So AI alone is going to impact businesses by 86%, followed by robot and autonomous system, okay, 58%, energy generation, 41%, new materials and composite, 30%, and then the rest. Okay. Now, it means that it can hardly go wrong for you if you learn the right skill in AI and also position yourself. That's what that means. And from the same report again, these are some of the fastest growing jobs. And in the next page, some of the fastest declining jobs as well. So on the left, you have the fastest growing jobs. On the right, you have the fastest declining jobs. And you see some familiar jobs on both ends. Okay. AI on the left, among some of the fastest growing jobs. Mechanical engineering on the right, some of the fastest declining jobs. So people are migrating. Okay, people are no longer looking at those. All right, they are looking into tech now and are more specifically getting into the AI space. Okay, and the list goes on. The list goes on. Data, AI, HR. These are some of the fastest growing jobs. Now, key thing, I'm gonna give you a formula that you need to keep in mind. Okay, I'm going to um I'm going to keep, I'm going to put this formula in your minds. Okay, again, fill out the attendance form. And like I said, if you've asked any question previously, you'll notice that I just skipped it. I'll take questions at the end of the session. So if you want to ask me a question, once I'm done with my slides, I will start to take questions. You'll be able to talk to me just the same way I am talking to you now. The formula you need to keep in mind is learn, package, apply. Learn, package, and apply. The sad thing about this formula, and I say sad because I want to make a point. The sad thing is that you can't leave anyone out of it. You can't leave any one of these three. You really want to get a job in tech, okay, or an AI job. You can't leave any one of it. If you learn, package, and you don't apply, let me pick my laser. If you learn, package, and you don't apply, you're simply saying, I don't need a job. If you learn, you don't package, but you apply, recruiters will get to your profile and just scroll right past. Okay, they'll scroll right past it. Now, if you don't learn, you package and apply, please tell me what you're packaging if you did not learn it. Tell me what you're packaging if you did not learn it. That's another definition of scam. So at the end of the day, it just goes to show that all three are equally important. Just the same way I'm emphasizing learn an AI skill, it is the same emphasis when it comes to packaging and also applying. Okay, and we did not leave all of these things out. Okay, these are some of the salaries you can earn. I think we've talked about salaries already, so I won't dwell on that anymore. So these are more people. You have Joel, Vivian, Oluwadamilare, Ikmat. I was the one who prepared Ikmat ahead of our interview. So I love talking about Ikmat. Okay, she moved from a nursing mother to getting her first tech job after about 2 years out of the corporate environment. Now, Fifi, let's talk about you guys now. We've talked about people, we've talked about what you need to do, but let's zero in on you now. Okay? The key question, what are the career options you actually have, okay, to choose from? And I'm going to present you with 6 career paths in AI that you can select from. And I want us to listen very carefully, okay? Because we're almost done. Listen very carefully. For you to choose a career path, it's going to depend on two main things. Number one is what you are currently doing. Number two is your interests and your goals. Okay, I could have said three things, but let me just group it into two. What you are currently doing now and what are your goals and interests. So the first career path you can get into is vibe coding. Vibe coding. So vibe coding is, oh, I want to be able to build apps. I want to be able to build a website, but I don't want to write the code. So that is vibe coding. Okay. Then you also have AI video content creation. Now, you see all these AI generated videos, AI generated content that you have out there. All right. They are you can use it for so many things, okay? You know, some people use it for faceless YouTube pages. Some people use it for to create ads. Some use it to create educational content for brands and get paid anyways. So if you want to go into that, that is the career path, AI video content creation. Then you have AI automation engineering. I love to talk about AI automation engineering. Now, how many of you know who a virtual assistant or a PA is, personal assistant? You have like maybe a CEO, and CEO has a PA. Okay, so if you want to reach out or you want to book a meeting with the CEO, you have to go through the PA. The PA is the one that will tell you when they are available, what time slots you can take, and all of that. So that's what the assistant does. So the assistant is there to do the busy work for the CEO or for the individual who hired them. But guess what? Businesses and CEOs and individuals are no longer hiring virtual assistants. They are no longer hiring PAs. What they are doing is they are hiring AI. And I'll tell you, okay, I want to drive my point home. That's what I'm saying. They are hiring AI. Now, these AIs are called AI agents. And AI agents can literally do pretty much anything. As long as you can do it with a laptop, the AI agents can do it too. I mean, read emails, pick phone calls, have a conversation, look through calendar, um, book a meeting, send an email, send WhatsApp messages, send Telegram messages, think about it. Right now, companies are replacing their customer service agents with AI. Okay, because the AI is not like before where they have to pre-program a response. No, what they just do is tell the AI about the business and what they want it to do. That's all. The way you tell a human being, when you hire a human being, oh, this is what I want you to be doing on the job, this is what you do. And you expect them to think that is what the AI will do. So if you want to be able to build stuffs like that, you want to go for AI automation engineering. Okay, good thing is you don't need coding. You're not going to write codes to build that stuff. And that's why, again, AI, became very viral. Because it does not involve coding anymore. Coding is no longer a criteria. Again, this is the point where I'll say fill out the attendance form if you haven't already. If you haven't already, please fill out the attendance form so that you can get access to all the materials, especially if you're just joining. Okay, fill out the attendance form because you've missed. Okay, you've missed. So, okay, we're building something on base 44, right? Let's quickly check base 44. Wow. Base 44 built something very similar, okay, with the same PRD. It built something, a little bit similar. Classical arcade action, two-player, then versus computer. So let's try versus computer. Easy, medium, hard. Okay, let's play hard. Okay, I don't intend completing the game. Let's play hard. So as you can see, fantastic. I think I love this one because the ball is a little bit faster, so it's more engaging, right? It's more engaging. Fantastic. This one looks more engaging. Great. I've scored two already. So I'm going to destroy this AI. I'm already destroying the AI, as you can see, guys. That's 4. So let's finish it off. I didn't think it would be this easy. 5. I won. Okay. So I scored 5. It says 7. All right. So at the end of the day, guys, you can see that AI is changing the landscape. Okay. How do you launch on App Store? If you want to know that, you have to join. Okay, you have to join in. All right, you have to join in. Okay, so where were we? Okay, we've discussed AI automation engineering, right? So the next one is AI for data analytics. Now, I will recommend generative AI for data analytics if you fall in one of these two categories. So listen very carefully. If you fall in one of these two categories that I'm about to mention, I recommend generative AI for data analytics. Number one is you have done a data analytics course before, or you're already a data analyst, one of the two. Okay, so what it's either you've done a data analytics course before or you're a data analyst. That's one. Then the second is you are very new to data analytics. You've not done any data analytics course. You are not a data analyst. But before now, before today, you've been interested. There's a reason I'm saying this. Before today, before now, you have been considering starting a data analytics career or getting into data analytics, but you haven't. But you've been considering it before today. Then if you fall in one of these two categories, I will recommend the generative AI for data analytics for you. It's going to take you from the very scratch and get into the data analytics aspect of things, and also AI in data analytics. You get to use AI tools like Zebra AI, Quadratic, and all of that. Now, you have generative AI for business analysis and project management. And the recommendation is very similar to the previous one. You must fall into one of two categories. Either you've done something around project management or business analysis before, or you're a business analyst or project manager. That's one. Or number two, you are you are a newbie, you've not done anything regarding project management or business analysis before, but you have been considering it before today. You've been considering business analysis and project management as a career before now. Then I recommend this for you. Then finally, AI for HR analytics. AI for HR analytics. Okay, AI for HR analytics. Now, I'll recommend this if you are into HR. Okay, you are into HR, then this is the course for you. Okay, especially when you also have plans to supercharge your HR, um, to supercharge your HR skills. So that is the idea. Okay, that is the idea behind each of the career paths. Okay, now this is the vibe coding curriculum. So it takes you from the foundation to building a PRD, building a website and live deployment. So the person that asks, how do I launch? You deploy live. Okay, you build app, you deploy via Vercel, Netlify, and some other platforms as well. Okay, and then you engage in a hackathon at the end of your program. You're going for AI for social media, for AI for video content creation. You start from very foundational as well, prompt engineering, text to image, and all of that. Then you also have AI automation that I talked about. You start from the very foundation. What is AI automation engineering? You build something around this. Okay, you work with N8N, you build a RAG agent, you build an advanced automation using APIs and all of that. Then you also have um Shay says my volume. I should turn up my volume. If you can hear me loud and clear, please type loud and clear. So Shay, it may be that the volume needs to be turned up at your own end. Okay. So if you can hear me loud and clear, please type loud and clear. I mean, people have been okay. So Shay, I think you need to turn up your own volume at your end, okay? Or you can just leave the call and join back. So, yeah, because the issue may be from your end, okay? I think I am audible enough, but thank you very much for that though. All right, somebody said very loud. Okay, do you want me to reduce it? The person that said very loud, bestest Emmanuel, do you want me to reduce the volume? Don't worry, I'm just pulling your legs. Okay? So that is AI automation engineering for you. Then you also have AI for business analysis and project um, management. Okay? AI for business analysis and project management. So like I said, it's also going to take you from the foundation, merge it with AI. So all the usual things you do as a project manager or a business analyst, you learn to use modern AI tools to do that, like Notion AI, Asana AI, and all of that. Okay? And all of that. So Gift Festus, just hang on. The attendance link has been posted several times before you joined. Okay, so I'm just going to copy and paste as a reply to your message, but I know my team members are also doing the same. Okay, big ups to my team members. They've been fantastic all session long. All right. So, like I said, it's going to take you from the foundation, to using tools like ClickUp AI, Miro AI, Asana AI, even Jira AI. I was in a session earlier today where I was teaching people how to use Jira. Okay, so how cool is that? And then if you're going for the AI for HR analytics, it combines three disciplines, so to say, AI, HR, and data analytics, because HR has moved from just the normal mundane HR stuff to actually analyzing HR data. Okay, and of course using AI tools to augment it. So now that is the learning aspect of things. Remember I said learn, package, apply. Okay, that is the learning aspect of things. Now we are in the packaging and applying aspect. One thing we've seen is that learning a new skill does not guarantee um, success or a job. Let me put it that way. Does not guarantee you achieving that job at the end of the day. What really guarantees it is if you marry it with the necessary employability skills. And speaking about employability skills, any of the career paths you choose automatically comes with this. CV review and revamp will show you how your CV should look like, give you a sample, and you replicate. You also have LinkedIn optimization. Okay, LinkedIn optimization. Now, let me just to cut the long story short, I'll just paste my own LinkedIn profile in the chat. Okay, I'll paste my LinkedIn profile in the chat and I want you to check it out. Okay, if your own LinkedIn does not look like mine, then you have some panel beating to do to your LinkedIn. Okay, you have some panel beating and some work to do with your LinkedIn, and that's exactly what we're going to cover in the LinkedIn optimization session. Okay, that's what we are going to cover in that's what we're going to cover in the optimization session. Give me a second. All right. So, you also have navigating the job market. Where should you apply to jobs? How should you apply to those jobs? Interview preparation. I've been talking about this all session long. So, if you have an interview coming up, even after your program has ended, that's one thing to note again. Even after your program has officially ended after the 8 weeks of the program, you can still come and you'll prepare your ahead of the interview at no extra cost. So, it's a long-term investment you are doing. Okay, you also have a job reference letter. Today, I sent out one job reference letter to one of our old participants. Okay, he was completing an application and he needed the reference letter. So he needed signature, he needed stamp of the company, he needed those things, and he was able to get it. And this is somebody that has passed through our program. I think last year, completed his course last year. So imagine, or just ask yourself, where would you have gotten that if it did not pass through Teralytics business? Okay. And one of the things that allows you to get a job reference is that we allow you use our Teralytics brand. Of course, that's once you've joined. as your current or previous experience. So on your CV and your LinkedIn, it can appear. We would happily promote you. Okay. And that gives you the chance to ask for a job reference letter whenever you need it. You also have on-the-job support, so you can ask for help, especially during the early stages on the job. This is very common, so we are always available. Of course, I have no extra cost. Then you have weekly mentorship session during the 8 weeks of the program. Then you have Upwork optimization. So if you're looking at freelancing, you don't want to work 9 to 5, or you just want a side hustle with your main job that you're currently doing, Upwork is a fantastic platform for you. If you have time today, or if anybody asks questions about Upwork, I could show you what goes on Upwork. Now, the program itself is 2 months, 100% online, and your classes are during the weekends. The class is where you do practicals, where you build, just the way we built today, are during the weekend. Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Sundays, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. There was a class today, earlier today. Okay, so for 3 hours in each class, you get to build practicals. Now we meet with you during the week, but in the evening, and they are not actual practical classes like the weekend ones. This one are just 1 hour each, okay? And we just do that to touch base with you so that we check in on you and see that, oh, are you still practicing? Are you still learning? Is there any gray area? That's what you do on Tuesday evenings, 9 to 10 p.m. Thursdays, you also have what we call mentorship session, where we get to discuss topics like how do you negotiate a salary? How do you introduce yourself in an interview? How do you beat imposter syndrome? What should be the mindset you have when you are posting on LinkedIn? Because it's not just about screenshots, it goes beyond that. If you want to show proof, it goes beyond screenshots. For those of you who have visited my LinkedIn, you would have seen what I'm talking about. So even at my own level, I don't just post screenshots. I post real evidence. So videos, okay, showing a walkthrough of what I built. So, and as a beginner, that's exactly what you need to do as well if you want to attract the right kind of recruiters. When all is said and done, you are going to get a certificate that is accredited by the ACTD, um, American Council of Training and Development. Okay, what this does is it adds more weight and gravitas to your certificate. So it's not just a certificate, it's a certificate that is reckoned with across the globe. Okay, even if I still want to stress that this certificate does not replace your project. So you don't come to, in fact, if you don't come to class to start with, even if you register, you don't now show up in class. You don't do what you're meant to do. You're not even going to get the certificate in the first place. Okay. So, and that's why when you're building your project, we always encourage you to post it. That is you building a portfolio of social proof. So the certificate is just coming to complement and augment it, not replacing that. Okay, I need to stress that because majority of us Nigerians as well, okay, myself included, okay, so I'm not trying to troll anybody, myself included, we believe in certificates a lot. Oh, he has a degree in this. Oh, he has a certificate in this and that, while ignoring the real question, which is how competent is this person really? Okay, are there any proof? Can I see what he has done before? Okay, so that's the proof. Now, these are some of the job boards where you can apply to jobs. Flex Jobs, we work remotely, Remote Code, Micro1.ai, Motive, Jobspresso, Wellfound, Upwork, LinkedIn, um, Crossover, and the list goes on and on. I mentioned some that are not even on my screen right now because I was just mentioning it off the top of my head. So these are where the opportunities lie. Some you may know already, some you don't. Okay, so ensure to fill out the attendance form if you haven't already. Fill out the attendance form so you can get access to my recording, get access to the slide, so you can look at all of these things on at your own pace. Okay. More people, Pavel, a teacher, moved to being a tech professional. All right. What did you do? Learn, package, apply. Same as Bukola, from zero tech experience to a tech professional. What did she do? Learn, package, apply. Ene did the same. Currently works remotely as a data scientist with a company in Germany. Okay, Judy did the same. Okay, move from being a carer to a tech professional. Now, let's focus on you. What should you do now? Pick a niche, okay, and then start building portfolios. Now, what's a portfolio? Your LinkedIn can be a portfolio. Oh, can I see the job you've done before you just send them your LinkedIn page? And then they'll go through the posts that you've made and they get to see what you're capable of. Number three is once you learn, you can find a niche to sell to. So let's say you learn AI automation engineering. You can say, okay, I want to design automation for people in healthcare because I myself am a healthcare practitioner and I can leverage my healthcare experience to sell my healthcare automation product to the healthcare um, industry. Okay. You also then you've once you land your first client, that's it. From there, you are scaling. Okay, this is just repeating the previous slide, talking about the job boards where you can apply to job. Okay, if you fill the form, ideally it will be sent to your email. Okay, so two things can happen. It's either your email is wrong and you don't get it, or you get it in your spam folder. Now, if you don't get it, as long as you fill the form, you have the liberty to reach out to any of the community admins in any of the WhatsApp community that you're in and send them a DM and you will be sorted out. Samsung, I don't know your name. So and like I said, I'll take questions at the end of the session. So, for example, Gibbs, I saw a question, but I'll take it once I'm done right now. Okay. So I think you came a little bit late. I think what you should do. So let me just address you, Gibbs. First off, what you should do is fill out the attendance form, and that's you catching up already. So fill out the attendance form, and you will be good. It will be pasted any moment in your so if you fill out the attendance form, no worries, just relax. Okay. I cannot possibly start this session again. All right, tonight. I mean, people want to go and sleep. So the big question is, how can you get started today, where you can start to build stuff and you can start to position yourself for opportunities. Now, big question. A class started today. A new cohort started today, okay? And um a new cohort started today, okay? And if you still are interested in getting into that cohort, because they have a class tomorrow, okay? And because it's a new class, you still have that liberty to catch up using the late registration, okay? So it started today, 7th of February. So if you want to join that cohort, you can use the late registration tag to join, and I'll tell you how to do that, okay? If you also want to join the next cohort, it starts on the 7th of March, okay? And for both of them, you can leverage the early bird discount, okay? You can leverage the early bird discount just for 10 people from this session tonight, okay? Just 10 people can gain access to this tonight. Now, regardless of the um regardless of the career path you choose, the price is a flat rate, 250,000 naira flat. Now, if you want to leverage the discount, you can get up to 40% off right now on the same course. Okay, instead of 250,000, you get to pay only 150,000. Okay, but here's the interesting part. You can split the payment into two. If you pay 75,000 naira now, you can use that qualifies you to start immediately. Okay. We'll sort you out early from tonight to early tomorrow morning so you can get into the already started cohort using the late registration tag. Okay. You can get into the February cohort using that. And then your next payment is due first week in March. Okay. And you can do that either via the website. So for some of you who have visited the website, you would see the pricing. Okay, my colleague would paste the link also in the chat now, so you can visit the website from here. Um, or you can make a payment via a direct bank transfer to the account details on my screen. Okay, once you do that, you want to contact me directly, okay, or any of my team members via the contact on my screen, or the ones that I will be calling out in a minute. Okay, so once you made the payment, send a DM directly to me, 0703-215-8619, and you can get started. Okay, you can get started. You can also send a DM to 0811 374 7156. 0811 374 7156. You can reach me via that as well. So once you've secured your spot, just send a DM immediately and you'll get the next steps. The link to the website, if you want to pay online, let me show you how to pay online for those of you who may want to pay online. So if you click on the link in the chart, it brings you to our website. So all you need to do is to scroll down a little bit and you'll see a list of all the programs. You see a list of all the programs. Okay, from generative AI to AI for data analytics, and the rest. So all you need to do is to click on register to secure spot, and that would ideally take you to the page where you can make payments. It is actually highly intuitive. You just fill in your details and select your installment plan, and you can go from there. Okay, so you just fill in your details here. Okay, so I'll just type Mohammed Suleiman. So ensure to spell it correctly, please. Okay, also ensure that your email is correct as well. Once you've confirmed that, type in your phone number. So I'll just type in my phone number, and then you can select. If you want to pay for multiple people, you can indicate. If not, leave it at one. Then you select the cohort you want to start with, either February or March. So I would start in March. Okay, I'll start in March. So I can select the two installment plan, click on proceed, and all I need to do is to wait for the Paystack checkout page to load. Once it's loaded, I can go ahead and proceed to making payments via either Zap or using card, or you can do transfer. Okay, you can transfer to these details. It is only notes. It's not a permanent detail, so it's Paystack generated. So you can pay to us via this as of this time of coming here. Okay, you will get yours. So follow the same steps, you get yours. Once you're done, it's going to redirect you, and you can then go ahead and contact us from there. Now, I will take questions. Again, just 10 people. Okay. Um, 10 people. So Ibrahim, probably you um so you need to contact the correct. So Ibrahim, what you need to do, just 0703-215-8619. Send a DM to this line. Okay. I'm also one of the admins. Okay. So send me a DM. All right. So yeah, Abubakar Isiak. Okay. Reshare my question. Was the Tenatis website vibe coded? All right, very good question. Okay. It was vibe coded. Okay. I hope that answers your question, David. All right. A lot of vibes, okay, in coding the Telalytics websites. All right. Fantastically vibe coded. Okay. I hope that answers your question. Duration of the program of generative AI and the curriculum, please. So, Akim Bowale, seems you came late. So it's 2 months. Okay. The curriculum was also shared. Time of lecture was also shared. So I don't know. I think you came a little bit late, so that's why you missed that part. Okay, but very quickly to run you through, it's for 2 months. Classes are during the weekends. Okay, and yeah, we touch base with you during the week as well. So I hope that answers your question briefly. Okay, Abubakar Isiak, you can unmute now and speak. Your hand is up.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah. Good evening. How
Yeah,
are you doing today?
fine. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for this wonderful presentation.
It's a pleasure.
I
I'm sure.
yeah, I just wanted to ask, I'm an accountant, so what is the best course to take, and what do I need? What will I benefit at the end of this? So, although it's actually very good, if one can switch, but I'm currently looking at something that can augment my career and also, improve the skills in the job for now. So from all these courses that you laid down, so which one will be the best and how can that, improve the career? Thank you so much.
All right. Fantastic. You mentioned two things that I want to highlight. You want to improve your career. You also want to remain on your job. Okay. Something you can do on the side. And for that reason, I recommend two career paths. And anyone you go with works. And I'll tell you the reason why I'm recommending them. So you know I'm not just recommending randomly. So it's either you go for AI automation engineering, okay, where you can build automation workflows, you can build AI agents. A lot of companies need that right now. Okay, so instead of hiring people, they get people like you to build automation for them to automate some of their processes and save them huge, huge costs. Okay, or you go for AI in data analytics. If you were here when I was speaking about AI and data analytics, I said that I would recommend that for you if you fall in one of two categories. So I'll put that to you as well. If you fall in these two categories that I'm about to mention, then you can consider AI for data analytics, or else I would say go for AI automation. So the first category for AI for data analytics is if you've done anything data analytics in the past, okay, or you have considered doing data analytics before today, okay, that's one. All right. Number two is okay, those are the two rather. So whether you've done data analytics before or you've considered data analysis. So I've mentioned the two. So the ball is in your court. Are you going for AI automation engineering or AI for data analytics?
I thank you so much. I will think about that and choose the one that's suitable.
Okay, so how would you know the one that is suitable? That's my question.
Um,
How would you know the one that's suitable?
actually, based on what you said regarding data analytics, so I've done a course on that before, though it's just with Excel and a bit of Power BI, but with this AI of a thing, I think it will be more robust. So so with that, I think AI for data analytics is something that relates to my job mostly. Though what you say about AI automation engineering as well, I think it's fine. Though I don't have much idea about that. I mean, when in relationship to data analytics, 'cause data analytics at least I know what it entails and what it's all about a bit, but
All right.
engineering, I'm actually new to that. So
Okay, so probably the engineering scared you away. Okay. First off, it does not involve coding. All right. It does not involve coding. Okay. Um, Give me a second.
okay,
Okay. So you may have been scared because of the engineering that you heard, but it's not actually engineering. The engineering there is joining A to B, B to C, C to D, and all, not coding. Okay. For example, if you're interested in building AI customer care agents, so instead of your company hiring customer care agents, or hiring 10 customer care agents. They may need just two customer care agents to do the same amount of workload. That is the kind of person a company wants to hire. So if that is something that interests you, okay, I thought you were here. Probably you joined late, right, Abubakar? You joined a little bit late.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Mm. Okay, that explains it. All right, no problem. Okay, so the ball is in your court. Okay, if you say you want to go think about it, that's also fine by me. Okay, but it means you are leaving the discount on the table, so you're fine with 250K, right?
No, actually, I intend to join the March course, not this one.
Okay, that's good. All right, but
Yeah.
I hope you know, once I end tonight's session. Or once we have 10 people that have secured their spot with this tonight, that's all. Whether everything happens tonight, it really doesn't matter. The discount is off the table and you'll be going for 250K. I hope you're aware. I mean, I mentioned it probably before you joined, so I think that was why you didn't hear about it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's it. Okay. So
All right.
what will you be doing then?
Actually, as I've said, I intend to join that of March, but my thought was that March will still have a kind of discount since it's March. So I was
Yeah.
thinking that we can just a bit
Yeah,
like give
let
that kind of leverage.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Do you know what? Let me give you a good news. March is going to have a discount. In fact, it's going to have a higher discount than this. Okay? But the starting price is going to be maybe 400,000 naira. Okay, and then you get a discount of like maybe 100. Then you get to pay 300K, which is times two of what we currently have. Prices are going to increase. Go through our social media page. Last month, this was not the price. The month before that, this was not the price. The month before that as well, this was not the price. So if you look at the trend, if you wait till next month, then just get ready that at least you're going to be paying 250K. At least you're going to be paying 250K. If that's fine by you, it's also fine by me. Okay, so but you can actually you can actually secure your spot. I see you want to start in March. Okay, you can actually make a small deposit, okay, of anywhere between 25K to 40K, and that secures your spot. And then you can now complete the first 75K and start in March. Okay, so anywhere between 25K and 40K right now, you get one of the slots ahead of March. Does that work for you as well?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think that option is fine.
All right, so you can take that option before it slips away. Okay, so I'll be looking to get in your DM. Some people are already sending me a DM. And yes, there is installment. Dr. Hawa, there's an installment. All right, so that is it. So Abubakar, I'll be looking to see your name in my DM, okay, so that we
Thank you.
can discuss further. Okay, so secure a spot and send me a DM. Do you have my number already?
No, 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 I didn't.
Can you see it on my screen? This one. Can you see it?
I can only see the accounts. Okay, okay, yeah, yeah, I can see it.
You can
Zero
see it
seven.
now. All right,
Yeah.
fantastic. So, all right. Um, okay. John, you're next. Go on with your question, please. Hi, John. I've asked you to unmute. What's up? Hey, John, let me ask you to unmute again. Okay? So can you unmute now?
Hello, can you hear me now? Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can hear you.
Hello,
Yes, I can hear you now.
hello,
Oh my God. I think John's network is
can you
not.
hear me?
I can actually hear you, John.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good evening.
Yes, good evening.
Yeah. Sorry, though, I just joined. I joined a little bit late.
Okay.
As I said, I'm a teacher and a
Okay.
researcher as well. So
All right.
I want to know which of the which of the program really suits my profession and my needs, because I really am so much really interested in the AI of it. So I don't know, which one do you think will fit me and my career properly?
Okay. Usually I would have preferred that you joined a little bit early so that at least I'll know what your interest really is, right? But let me quickly do a litmus test,
Yeah,
okay, for you and see what works. Now, are you looking for something that must are you very strict when it comes to okay, whatever I do must be within the educational sector, or I am open to trying something new? What category will you put yourself?
yeah. If I want to venture in something new, maybe something like human resources or something like that.
Okay, why human resources specifically? I mean, why human resources? Is there an opportunity that you are looking at getting, or
Yeah, y- yeah.
what's it?
There are some opportunities somewhere, and I really want to delve into it. So there are opportunities like communication officer, human resources, something like that.
Okay, when you say there are opportunities, you mean that you currently have access to, and you just need to learn the skill and you're going to get it.
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. So in that case, you may want to consider the AI for HR analytics, okay?
Mm,
Aside the core HR stuff, you're going to be learning how to analyze HR data and also how to create some HR automation processes using N8N,
mm,
and it's a game changer. So you probably want to look to that aspect. If you had said that you're open to something new, I would have just straight up recommended AI automation engineering for you. Okay, but since you said you are specific with HR and you're interested in HR, then AI for HR analytics it is. So does that work for you?
okay. I think it's okay.
All right, all right. So
Yeah.
when are you securing your spot? When are you getting started? Are you joining the current
Oh,
cohort or March cohort?
no, the current one as it is now, I may not be able to meet up the current one.
Okay.
I'm working towards the March cohort and see if I can catch up with that one.
Okay, fantastic, fantastic one. So,
Uh,
which means to secure your spot, you can secure it with at least 25K, okay, tonight. So, is that a possibility for you?
let me see. I may not have a definite answer for that, but let me see. Anything can happen.
Oh, anything can happen. I like that actually. I like that. But just so you know, it's a highly limited spot. Probably I mentioned that before you joined. So it's very
Mm,
limited. Not everybody is going to enjoy the discount. Okay. So you may come
okay.
tomorrow
Yeah.
and they'll tell you that, oh, the discount is off the table. Okay. And you say, I spoke with one man now. His name is Mohammed. Now go and bring him for me. I would avoid you. Okay, because
Mm,
I wouldn't want a situation whereby it seems as if, my team members are telling you something else. So that's why I'm laying it out now clearly. You can come
Yeah.
tomorrow and things will change. It has happened to people last month, happened to them 2 months
Mm,
ago, and it's likely going to happen again. Okay,
mm.
so
Yeah.
if you can secure a spot now, secure a spot
Mm,
now. There's no need to delay it, except if you are not interested. If you tell me you are not interested, fine, that's fine. Okay, I've had discussion with people and they're like, no, I thought the AI would be able to do my job for me. Okay, they're looking for an AI that will do their job. They don't want to do anything. They're looking for an AI that will do their job for them. It exists. Okay, I can point you in the right direction if that's what you want, but um it has its own caveats. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you I hope you secure a spot either tonight or even early tomorrow morning latest if you want to enjoy the discount.
mm.
Okay?
It's okay. No problem.
All right, no problem, no problem.
Mm,
Okay, so if you've secured your spot
thank you.
already, you can indicate in the chat secured. Okay, let me congratulate you specifically. Okay, let me congratulate you
Okay.
specifically in the chat. Now, this is even to everybody. Okay, I know some I've gotten some
Mm,
DMs already. Um, so I just want them to
mm.
eat so that they you can get to see some of them. All right. So any more questions? Those of you who dropped questions in the chat earlier and I glozed over it, this is the time to ask your questions. Somebody was asking, can you host your app on Google Play Store and all of that? Yes, you can. Okay. Um, Let me see. All right. It seems that we have no more questions, and I'm free to I'm free to go. Okay. Any questions? Akimbawale says, how do I get started? So Akimbawale, do you want to raise up your hand and maybe be specific? So I know you said you came in late, something. If you want to raise your hand, so I can allow you speak. Okay. So kindly speak, maybe briefly. Just let me know exactly what you mean, because I've said a lot already in the session. So maybe you can help me understand. Is there a specific career path you're looking at?
Thank you. So the specific, I've heard a lot because of this communication. I didn't really join quite late. I joined when you were talking about creating a store, and then a couple of things you had mentioned. But while you were on the training, you went through a couple of things. I struggled to pinpoint the curriculum for generative AIs with data analysis because that's actually my focus. Yes. But I'm willing to join the current cohort. So what I'm looking at is how to get started. There's a link that you put on the group. I clicked it and it's asking me to book a clarity call or so. I mean, I feel that it's not really spot on for me to reserve a sport and then get started if I'm required to pay the 50% of the I think I could figure out the bank account or so, but see after the payment I put call through to you or send you the evidence of payment on WhatsApp and then get the slot afterwards, or how do I do that? That's what I'm just trying to get.
Okay, somebody muted me. I don't know who was that. All right. So as I was saying, you mentioned something about the generative AI for data analytics curriculum. So here it is. Even if it's kind of summarized here, if you want to see the full curriculum, you can if you visit our website, you can check out the full curriculum. okay, here, or you can just send us a DM and you get the full curriculum. So you can view the curriculum here, okay? So well detailed, you get to see everything that you're going to go through and all of that. So, yeah, it's all over the place. So that's that about that aspect. Now, how do you get to secure your spot? There are two ways. The same website that I showed you, let me go back there again before we leave there. You can actually click on, when you're here, you can click on, that's if you want to pay online. Okay, you can click on here and you can click on here and give me a second, and it's going to take you to a page where you enter in your details, and you can proceed to making payments via your card or bank transfer still via Paystack and all. So this is it. I'll just show you. So fill in my full name here, my email, right here, then my phone number. If I want to pay for multiple people, I can toggle it here. Okay. Then you have February or March. Okay. Then you have two installments. If you want to select two installments, proceed to pay. And this is going to load up the Paystack page where you can now select what channel you want to use to make the payment. Okay, whether it's transfer or it's card. Okay, transfer, you get a temporary account detail via Paystack, to make the payment. All right, so that is one channel. If you want to do a direct bank transfer to our Kuda bank accounts, that is also available via this page. So if you look here, you would see the account detail right here. So 3002-668-548. Once you are done either ways, you can send a DM to 0703-215-8619, okay, or 0811-374-7156 regarding the duration of the program. Let me just take you there. Okay, I talked about it during this session. Yeah, so 2 months journey, 100% online. Classes are Saturdays and Sundays, mainly during the weekends. Your practical classes, 3 hours each. Saturdays, Sundays. Saturdays 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Sundays 2 to 5 p.m. Now, during the week, we still meet with you, but they are not actual classes like the weekend class. Just 1 hour sessions each. Tuesday evenings, 9 to 10 p.m., you have your support session where you get to ask questions. We thought based on you, what's going on, how's your learning experience been, what questions do you have regarding what we've done so far. Then on Thursdays, you get to cover your mentorship sessions, 9 to 10 p.m., where we talk about some topics like how to overcome imposter syndrome, how to negotiate a salary, how to introduce yourself in an interview, and so on and so forth. So I hope that answers your question. Okay. All right, Akimbawale, clear. All right, so I'll be expecting to see your DM then, okay, so that we can take it to the uh next step. All right. Okay, so I think that is all. We can wrap up, close the session now, lock the discount, and call it a night. Okay, I know some people are feeling sleepy already. So first off, before we close, I can see we have people still here. If you're still here, first of all, I want to congratulate you or thank you for I'm taking our time to be here. Okay, if you're still here, it means it was worth your time, and I really hope that you learned one or two things in tonight's session that will be valuable for you after this session. Okay, and if you've secured your spot, congratulations. Okay, on securing your spot. We'll see you either in tomorrow's class or in the class next month. Okay, cheers, guys, and have a wonderful night's rest.